Continuing my previous videos, I decided to document my Arduino learning journey. So maybe the series of this video can help somebody else. However, I'm actually using it for my own documentation or memorization and also for my engineering portfolio to show how I learn new skills. My background is I know C++ programming language, and also I know a little bit about computer chips. I never used Arduino before. Then this is how I learned it from scratch. So I bought a starter kit which is compatible to Arduino, and the brand is SunFounder. That's the only one that I can afford, basically, at this point. This is the device that comes with it. The way I started is by going to their website, reading their documentation, which it has different languages. Well, I learned in English because they don't have Indonesian, and I don't really understand technical terms in Indonesian language because I studied in the UK university. Go to the learn about the components in the kit, and it has the packing list, the list that what I've got, and you can actually see it on the screen as well. So if I click to the SunFounder R3 board, it is explanation of what is this board. This board is compatible with Arduino Uno and it is interchangeable. It can be used with the exact same functions. Also has the technical parameters, which is I'm interested because I want to know what are the components. Yeah, it is a lot of reading, but it is fine. Then it has the other components. However, I don't really want to open each one of them because that's not the way I want to learn. If you actually want to read, then you have everything. Yeah, so all of this breadboard, resistor, jump wire, etc. etc. I'm a newbie, so I'm going to start reading what is Arduino. The website has the YouTube video, so I'm going to start from here. I went to Introduction to Arduino IDE. Type on browser arduino.cc, and then it goes to this page. Go to Learn Arduino. When I click that link, actually it went to the guide where it shows the link of the software of the IDE. It has the explanation on the code online on the Arduino cloud editor and also the guide to install the Arduino desktop IDE, and it has different operating system and also the other instructions. So if I click on this link, it is actually the documentations, but I really want to go to the software page, so I prefer to click the link immediately or to the software on the top here. So I'm clicking that. I have to click Windows. I need to use it on my Windows computer. The page goes to the contribution page. Today I'm not going to do contribution, but maybe in the future. And then just download. Click just download here. It is on my download folder. When you click the folder, the license agreement window is going to pop, and then just say agree for me, only one using the computer. Then I need to choose the destination folder for the file, but I will just leave it as it is and then click install. It is complete and I click finish and it shows this window. Click on the shortcut to open it. So this is the windows that pop. This is the template of the sketch. This is the name of the sketch, which is the name of the file, .ino. to create a new sketch, then I can go here, a new tab, then that's the new file or the new sketch. Let's say test, and then it created a new one and test.ino, but it's empty without this template. To rename it, I can actually rename it to test1. Then if I want to go to previous tab, then it can go to the previous tab and the next tab. So, or if I want to click it immediately of the sketch, then it's here. If I want to delete it, right. So this is serial plot. This one is serial monitor. And then here is the sketchbook where I can create new sketch. So the new sketch is going to create a new file. Other than that, I can actually go from here for the new sketch. So it's different button. If I want to sign into the cloud, then I click that button. This icon is the board manager. This button is the manager, but actually I can go from sketch, include library manager. So it's the same. And this is for debugging button. And this is for the search button. And this is to verification to select the board and then go upload and then debug, no board selected. Then here is sign into Arduino cloud. Go to the file. It has new sketch, open example. This is the interesting one. It has basic, digital, analog, communication, control, sensors, display, string, USB, starter kit, basic kit, Arduino. So all of these built-in examples, I'm going to use it to get to know the Arduino. Then preference is where I can change the size of the font, to change the interface scale, to change the light dark. Then it is actually autosave, so I don't need to worry about Control S. Edit. It has different options, and then it has the sketch, which I'm going to talk about later when I have the board. As I mentioned earlier, this is the library, and this is to show the sketch folder. And then tools for the board, which I'm going to talk later, and then help is getting started. And all of this button mostly go to the arduino.cc website to find the solutions. And then also this button is to find the Arduino IDE version. So this is the version, but I don't need to use that because I can actually use the one on top here. Okay, so this is the SunFounder board, the Uno board for Arduino, and it comes with a USB cable. One is the normal USB, and the other one is like for printer. Let's connect it for the first time. And I'm going to connect this end to my computer. So the light is blinking, and then this is on. This is another green light. And if I press this red button, the light is actually stop blinking. And then if I release it, it blinks again. So to check the board, go to the device manager from Windows. So a window will pause and then go to port. And this is the Arduino Uno that I plug in. If I unplug the USB port from the computer, then it's going to also disconnect it. So the port is not there. Then if I plug it, then the port is there. Select port here, and then Arduino Uno, and then the bottom here is also changed. You see that? That's also changed. And also you can go to tools and then port Uno, or go to port COP3 Arduino Uno. Yeah, that's it. After this, I'm going to start doing the programming and the project. If I want to know the Arduino command, then I will go to this Arduino website and then go to documentation and then go to programming. And then I can look for what's the functions. So all are here. So I don't really need to remember. And then it's also have structure with C++ with the loop and others. I want to create my first project, then I'll go to SunFounder website and then go to the video as usual, and then go to programming basic LED project. I'm going to try this. I need to sign in. Right, so I sign in. Then I have to install Cloud Agent, download setup using 64. I have to install that. Then I will just install it. So this window is actually pops. And then next, okay, set, next, next, ready to install, finish, Gen is correctly installed, then next, okay, all set, and then go to the web editor. So now this message actually popped, so I say yes. This is actually exactly the same, but just the view is slightly different because one is on the web and another one is on the IDE. Okay, line 36 is delay, that one, and here is line 36. Oh yes, this is actually really cool. I'm going to try another one using Fate. If I want to get the template, actually I can go to File, Examples, Built-in Examples, and then go to Fate. And then this window pops. I have to put some of the wiring, which I can go to this link. So the link goes to arduino.cc page, and then it is for fading LED. It has all the documentation, the code. And if I go to SunFounder documentation of the basic project and then LED module, this is very interesting because it has the wiring, where to put it, as well as the diagram and the rest of the code. I'm glad I have SunFounder. These are what I need. One of 1000 resistor, and then one LED, two jump wires, Uno board, and the breadboard. Right, so the black wire is in the GND, and then the blue wire is in the 9-pin. And the breadboard looks like that, the LED, the resistor, as well as the blue wire and the black wire. going back to the IDE to get the program, just go to File, Examples, Build an Examples, Basics, Wait. Select board, Arduino Uno on, and then the Arduino is actually on as well. So I plugged it to the computer. So the light blinks and then it shows green. I can click verify. If I click upload, and then it is uploading, then done uploading. So this is the long one, that's the anode, and then next to it, that one is the cathode. I might get confused. So the anode is following the GND and the cathode is following the resistor, but it seems doesn't work. Okay, if I switch it, the long one is following the resistor line, and then the short one is actually following the GND. It's working. I'm slightly confused with the legs. I'll check again. I actually discovered this. So if I go to Arduino Cloud and then click Get Started, Cloud blink, then it says device, blah blah blah, port template. Next. So I connected my device. So the SunFounder is actually not compatible for the Cloud Blink. It is unfortunate then, so I need to close it. Do the next one, another Cloud Blink ESP32, and then it needs ESP32 word and that, and then import template. Next, select model. Okay, test. Copy. I save my device. Okay, continue. Select board, COM3. Next. So unfortunately, it's not able to upload. Well, I guess because it is SunFounder board, so it doesn't work. At least I figure it out. So someone actually told me about tinkercad.com. This website has 3D design, except circuit, also code block. If I go to design circuit, this is what I've done a few days ago. So for instance, I can just pull it from here. So there's the board. Or the wire is here. So all these colors just, let's say normal, and then just that. Pull it from there to there. Something like that. Or resistor. And then a resistor just go there. Need to get the ohm, so the value. So for instance, that's the one. And this is the cable. So this is very similar to my work earlier. And then wire 9 and then GND. Alright. If I actually start simulation, it does actually blink. So this is the code I made yesterday, which is very similar. So it is actually blinking. If I put 100, okay, stop first, and then if I put 100, and there's that simulation. Because it is, yeah, it is blinking. Let's see if I, oh, stops. If I put just pen and then start simulation. So it is actually working. This is really, really cool. This is another one that I made the other day. This is actually pretty cool. So this is the RGB light, and then this is the code. And then if I actually start the simulation, so the light is actually blinking. That is really cool. So see, it changed and stop simulation. This is the one, and the code. The LED is blink when I press the button. Okay, close it maybe. Okay, there. So yeah, this is the one I made. This is actually really cool. Oh well, I'm going to do more project. I hope it helps and see you in the next video of each project that I'm going to upload. Bye.